Well, we did give money to Rice Farm.
Okay, so you finance, right? Okay.
Yes. It wasn't a very good experience, but...
So you agree with him?
Oh, I do. I do. Let me tell you what. You're asking, how good is this budget?
Yeah, for you. I mean, for your business and for businesses generally.
Even before I get to my business.
Yeah, okay.
Since the budget was read, admittedly, this is anecdotal, but I've spoken to a number of businesses in our sector, in other sectors. You know, the predominant thinking. We've got to prepare for next year. We've got to consolidate. We've got to downsize. We've got to gird our loins.
When you say downsize, do I hear you say job losses?
What more do you want me to say before you understand downsizing means that we spend less? It means that we employ less employees. It means that because truly, there's a certain sense that this budget did not address the fundamental concerns that have led us to this situation. You have a crisis, right? And if I may have the slide I gave you on the screen.
Yes, please pull up the slides that Joe Jackson had requested to show.
You have a crisis, right? You said it in the beginning. The crisis is really we're living above our means. Mm-hmm. So you have a crisis, and the crisis tells me that, look at it.
So that's
it, yes. It says that at this moment, up to September, I'd earned 65 billion. But I had spent 109 billion, and I had borrowed 44 billion. Then your own numbers, and here I'm taking every number from the budget. Yes. Says by the end of the year, I would have received 98 billion. I'm not too sure about that, but let's give it down. And I would have spent 146 billion. So I would have borrowed maybe just about another 500 million more. But the deficit is 44.5 billion. When you are in a hole, what do? You stop digging. How then do you now start to borrow 61.4 billion in this new budget? How is that going to inspire confidence in me? How is it that, first of all, you've gone very aggressive, you are going to increase your revenues from 98.1 billion that you estimate to 144 billion? We could have a whole discussion on that. But let's give that to you. Why are you spending 205 billion and having to borrow another 61 billion? When you borrow 61 billion, you know what it means? Interest rates are still going to go through the roof.